your Facebook account may be restricted, and that will be a big blow to your business. And before I go into the details, I would like to tell you there are basically three types of restrictions. The first one is ad account restriction. The ad account restriction is if Facebook restricts your advertising account. The second one is your page being restricted, and that is if they restrict your page from advertising, which is not always that common. Most of the time they don't restrict the page, but the last one, and which is the most severe of all of them, is user account restriction. And when they restrict your user account, it means that you cannot advertise on Facebook unless your user account get reinstated. Because with ad account, if you have two ad accounts and then they restrict one of your ad account, you can use another one. But with user account, even if your ad account and your pages are active, you can still not advertise. And so the user account is the worst of all the restrictions. So before you go into the to appeal, you can really appeal. And before you make the appeal, please listen to these instructions. Don't go and start the appeal first. Make sure you watch this instruction and you correct some of these mistakes, which could be the reason why you were restricted. The first one is that make sure that the ID that you're going to use, it tallies with your name on Facebook. If the ID and your name don't really tally, make sure that you go and change the name to match exactly with your first and surname and your middle name, as the way it appears in your identity card. And mostly you can use voter ID or a national identity card, or maybe driving license or passport. Okay, the second one is that you must check your birth date. If your birth date doesn't really match what is on your card, make sure you check it and correct it. The third one is that you must check if you have rejected adverts, you must make sure that you delete them first. Or most of the time when you are disabled, you can't even delete them. But if you have made certain posts on your page that you use for the advert that were rejected, make sure you go and delete them. Even if you didn't use certain posts that were rejected in the advert, make sure you check on your page to everything that you have posted. Is it really in line with Facebook? Because as you as you submit your appeal or your review, they're going to check some of your past activities to make sure that you are really doing things that comply with their policies. If you don't comply with their policies, they are going to disable your account permanently. Okay, so let's go into the computer to see what you're supposed to do and how to appeal. Okay, so let's go into the browser and then see how we can go about it. So first of all, you come here, you make sure you have logged into Facebook on your browser. If you haven't logged in, then you type, as you're about to go through the process, they will ask you to log in and you log in. Okay, so first of all, you click on the Ad Manager, or you type Facebook Ad Manager. Okay, so as it has loaded like this, as you can see, you see that this one, you see only active accounts can create or edit ads. So this is a disabled ad account. Sometimes it may appear that ad account is disabled. If it doesn't appear and you see this, it still means that ad account is disabled. Then if you then you come to, okay, so you click on the three bars and you go to account quality. So as you can see, this one, for most people, you will see that they will say identity confirmation required. If you see the identity confirmation required, it means that you have to request for, you have to submit your ID card for identity confirmation. If you don't see it, you see that the request review will be highlighted blue. But if the identity confirmation is required, this one will not be highlighted blue. It will still be blue, but it will be pale. It will not be very deep blue. It will not be very deep blue. It will be pale blue. And you cannot request the review. But here, the way it is, you can request the review. So the identity confirmation is not required here. Now, in a case where you see that identity confirmation is required, in the first place, you come and log into Facebook. Then after you log into Facebook like this, you come and click on settings and privacy. You go to settings, check the name, whether the surname and the last name matches with what is on your card. If the surname and the last name doesn't match, then you have to first of all change it and then save it before you come and do the identity confirmation. If you check and the first and last name are the same, okay, then you come and check the about your birth date. So you come and check details about you, or you go to contact and basic info. Contact and basic info. As you can see, here is the gender, the birth date, the birth year. Make sure that these things matches with what is on your identity card. Okay, so also check on your page. Come and check on your page. Make sure that anything you posted on the page doesn't really go against their policies or has not been rejected. Okay, check very well. If you don't know whether you posted something that might have gone against them, maybe if you posted something and use it for an advert, when you come to the ad manager, you will see it. You will see it being there, and it will show that you have posted something against them. But if you don't have any rejected advert, then, or if you haven't used any post that has been rejected, maybe you don't have any problem with the post. So you come here and now click on request review. When you request the review, it will take 48 hours and they will get back to you. So when you request the review, you have to be looking here. You have to always log in, come to account quality and click on the Facebook account or check account issues. If you have any issue on your account, they will appear here. If it is resolved, you will see that they will say it's resolved. And as you can see, account type, Facebook user. So it means that this one is a user account. Okay. Now, if you have identity confirmation issue that you need to do identity confirmation, you will first have to submit. When you come and they say identity confirmation required, you have to click on it. After you have made the changes to your account to comply, to make sure the name is the same as your name, you have to first of all come here, then you click on confirm identity, submit your card then to them, and make sure your card is clear. If the card that you are using is not clear and the edges are not showing, make sure you snap it clearly, show the edges of the card, make sure everything appears. And for your for best quality, I will advise that when you are taking a picture, you take it in the landscape format. Don't take it in portrait, take it in landscape and crop it well to fit, to make sure it fits very well. Okay, so you submit the card. When you submit the card, you have to check here within 48 hours for them to confirm your identity. If they confirm your identity, it will actually look like this. You will see that the identity confirmation required, which is here, will no longer be there. If the identity confirmation required is not appearing, it means that they have successfully confirmed your identity. So that one, they take 48 hours or 2 days approximately to confirm your identity. Sometimes it can take shorter time or longer than that, but approximately it's 48 hours. After they have confirmed your identity, it will look like this. Then you now come, you see that request review will now be highlighted. Then you will now request review. That's how it is. So when you click on request review, you will see they will ask, why are you requesting review? You may say another reason. Then you come and just describe shortly. Oh, I've been using Facebook for some time for advert, and my business depends on Facebook. I don't know what policy I might have violated, but if I violated any policy, I am sorry. I will not do that again. And then please help me reinstate my account. So you have to click on the another reason, and then you write all that. When you click on another reason, they'll give you a space to write all that. Then after that, you submit it, and then you click on send. But because I'm not ready to do identity confirmation for this account, I will hold on with that. But if you do that, your account, you will submit it, and within 48 hours, you will come and check it. So in all, it will take about that will be about 96 hours. That's about 4 days. If you require identity confirmation, and after identity confirmation, you require to appeal or to request for a review. In some cases, you may do identity confirmation and they will even request you to review. They may just reinstate if the reason why they disabled you was because they suspected that you are using a fake account. So that is what you need to follow or pass through to be able to reinstate your account. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to subscribe to this channel for better videos like this.